In this final section, we will examine some psychological and behavioral risk and protective factors. These will include lack of attachment, peer rejection and association with antisocial peers, preschool experiences, academic failure, lack of empathy, language deficiencies, intellectual and delinquency issues, ADHD, and finally oppositional defiant disorder. This is a very comprehensive section, so it is important that you read this material in your text carefully. As you are well aware, Mr. Rees emphasizes that the purpose of this video is to augment or supplement the reading material in your text. It is not meant to replace the reading material. It is merely meant to help you understand the material better. Let's start with attachment theory. Attachment theory states that infants have a strong need to establish a close emotional bond with a significant other in their social environment. The nature of this emotional bond determines the quality of social relationships later in life. For example, attachment theory suggests that we may be secure, insecure, anxious, ambivalent, or avoidant in our nature. Peer rejection and association with antisocial peers also have a strong influence on our developmental pathways. For example, peer influence is a strong predictor of adolescent substance abuse and delinquent behavior. Also, one of the strongest predictors of later involvement in antisocial behavior is early rejection by peers. The quality of parent-child relationships is very important, as peer-rejected children frequently interact with one another or gravitate to antisocial peers. Children who are both physically aggressive and socially rejected by their peers have a high probability of becoming serious delinquents during adolescence and violent offenders during early childhood. Poor quality childcare has been reported to put children's development at risk for poorer language skills, cognitive development, and lower ratings of social and emotional adjustment. Academic failure has also been linked to antisocial development and delinquency. Early academic failure appears to set up a cascading series of events that increase incremental risks. Let's talk a moment about empathy or the caring for others. Cognitive empathy is defined as the ability to understand another's emotions. Affective empathy is the ability to experience another person's emotions. A deficiency in affective empathy appears to be strongly related to violence and persistent criminal behavior. Animal cruelty, for example, may serve as an early warning sign for antisocial and violent behavior towards humans. However, it should not be used in isolation to predict future serious offending. Language deficiencies or impairment appears to produce an effect on healthy academic and social development. Poor language and communication skills may also interfere with socialization and the ability to get along with others. It follows that delinquents, as a group, score lower on standard intelligence tests. Performance on intelligence tests depends greatly on language acquisition and verbal development. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD, is a leading psychological diagnosis for children in the United States. There are 3 basic behaviors that have been identified that are associated with ADHD. They are inattention, impulsivity, and excessive motor activity. Your text reports that antisocial behavior, aggressive behavior, and an ADHD diagnosis places someone at a greater risk of criminal activity as an adult. And finally, your text talks about conduct disorder, oppositional defiant disorder, and disruptive behavior disorders. Once again, once you feel like you adequately understand this material, then move on.